Hey, thanks for tuning in. I figured it was probably time after about a couple months of having this to do a review. You may or may not have seen some of my other videos that are specific to using a portable generator to power an entire house, kind of reducing the cost that it would need to have a generator, in the case of a power outage. One of the issues with that system is that you have to be around to get in and connect up the generator and turn on the generator, and then um, you know switch over the interlock on the main panel. So it can be a 5-10 minute process, and that's assuming you're home. And if you're the one responsible for doing that and your spouse is not comfortable with doing it, then that brings a whole nother set of issues. In comes this solution. So this is a solution from Base Power Company, and what they are is a retail power provider in the Houston area, as well as Austin. I heard recently they just started deploying in Dallas. And what they do is they become your retail power provider. They offer rates that are very much competitive with the 3-year contracts that are out there right now. And once they become your retail power provider, they come out and they install this 25 kilowatt battery, and they put in the inverter, as well as an automatic transfer switch, which we'll go over next. But you can see here, if you tap on it, shows that it's about 85%. And we had, I guess it was probably about a 4-hour outage today, and it's kind of charging back up from that outage. And so the way that this works is that once they become your power company, or their retail power company, then you essentially pay a small fee. I think I paid somewhere around $450 for installation. With that fee comes the installation of 2 soft starts for your ACs, if you've got 2 ACs, all of the equipment and labor, and which is quite a bit. If you think about the equipment, this is a Grow Watt 25 kilowatt battery, the inverter. Let's go over to the transfer switch. So here's the automatic transfer switch, and then a whole home surge protector. It's quite a bit of equipment that gets installed for what I would consider not that much from a financial investment. There's a $500 disconnect fee, which is not bad when you think about all the stuff that they install. The contract is 3 years. There's no minimum usage, which is pretty nice. And what this does here is basically when the power goes out, it automatically switches over to the battery, and within a second you have power and you've done nothing, right? The nice thing about this is if you have solar, which I do have my own solar that I've installed, it will charge the batteries. So you could have an outage, and if you're getting solar still, you can continue to charge this battery that they've put in, even beyond the expected capacity that it would normally have. Is this something for most people that is going to give you multi-day coverage? No, that's not that. But what it will do is cover about 95% of power outages. Most power outages aren't more than 6 hours, and this can easily cover that. They do have an option where you can get 2 batteries, and that will extend it even more. I would say realistically, if you're using both ACs and you're not turning anything off, you'll probably easily get 6 hours. Anything as you reduce that, you could probably get up to 12, maybe even 24 hours if you really turn things off. If you're just running your refrigerators and you leave the house and turn off the ACs, I'm sure it'll run for maybe even more than a day. If you have 2 batteries, then obviously it's going to run even longer. They do have a solution that's coming out very soon. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. If you look in the description of this video, there's a referral link, and that will get you $250 off your first bill. That pays for half of the installation. They also will give you $175, or I think even up to $250 off of any disconnect fee you have with your current power provider. So if you think about the $250 credit, the credit to get out of your current provider if you have a disconnect fee, and then the soft starts that they install on your ACs, the $450 installation fee is nothing. I mean, it basically wipes that out. So the investment is super minimal compared to what you're getting as an output. You're thinking, okay, what's the gotcha? Well, the gotcha is that they use this battery, specifically as I've been watching it, late at night to sell power back to CenterPoint at a much higher rate, because that's when they do maintenance and they need demand and they need extra power. And so, yes, there could be a scenario where the power goes out and your battery's not fully charged, but there are some minimal standards that they set. And so far, from what I can tell, most of the time the power is taken out is late in the evening. And that's when they're selling back to CenterPoint. But overall, the experience with them was really great. They did the permit, which actually is another thing they pay for. So if you think about that, and they have a solution right now that is coming out, if it's not already out. I didn't need it because I've got other ways of getting power into the battery, but through my solar and other ways, they are going to offer a generator hookup so that you can take a portable generator for those multi-day outages and charge the battery. And then the battery is providing clean energy to the house. So you can think of a world where during the day you're running maybe it's a multi-day outage because of a hurricane. You're running your generator during the day, turn the generator off at night. You can then run through the battery, at night and not have to worry about the generator running while you're sleeping. And then boom, in the morning, wake up, turn the generator back on if you're still out of power. And again, this whole time you have clean power. You're not having to worry about the generator going up and down and possibly tripping because it's too much power. All of that is being handled here. So again, definitely take a look at that referral link. Awesome company. I'm really excited about what they're doing here. Great entry point for people that just need a solution for 95% of power outages. And then with that generator hookup, it's awesome. And then like and subscribe to the channel, comment if you have any questions, and appreciate you watching. Thanks.